time is it, dear?
Time to get funky.
Time to get funky.
That's an old reference there from the 90s. It is 12:24.
What's that? 12:24.
12:24.
12:24. We've come to Asda to grab some bits and bobs. It's flipping busy. There's so many cars here. So we're going to do that, and we've just had a bit of a lazy morning, really. To be honest, it's been quite nice, just relaxing. We had a bit of a lay.
By the dog.
Well, a bit of a lay. We were disturbed because for some reason my alarm went off at 7 o'clock, which Lee was so grateful for, weren't you, dear? Not really. Anyway, we're going to go into Asda. We'll take you with us and you can see what we purchase. If you fancy going to bed with a flash as a grown-up, a king-size duvet cover. I think we'll pass on that one. Batman mugs. Oh, 75p. That's not bad, is it? Father's Day ones. What's that one? Number one stepdad. Oh, these ones are chipped. That might be good in the van, actually. And I do believe I need a scraper as well. Ooh, seeds. Hold on. What have we got down here? Seeds. They're nice. Got a pepper plant. Gonna have one of those. And some stock, I think. Or maybe I'll get one of each. Oh, actually, that's good. Got any greens? Oh, onion. That's good in the freezer, isn't it? Burger sauce. Any two for £4. Lee, what's the second one you want? Can't stand truffles. What about smoky barbecue? But baconaise? No. Okay, but I need a second sauce because
okay, grab the smoky baconaise sauce.
Yeah. Because they're only two for £4. Oh, that says only two for £3 because they're Heinz. Hellman's is
Parmesan
only two for £4. Parmesan and roasted garlic. Or there's just a normal garlic one.
Roasted garlic, mayonnaise, that one.
That one.
It's roasted garlic, yeah.
You want that one?
No.
Oh, I'll have a burger one then.
Yeah.
Lee's going brave and going for some fire stick pepperoni. Kenzie will want one of these, won't he? Is there a skinny latte? There we are. Do you want a skinny latte? No coffee? No sugar?
No added sugar.
Oh, no added sugar. I'll get Kenzie one of those. £2. And one of those, I think. Well, that ended up being more than I'd planned. £160 later in Asda. I'll give you a quick scan of what we've got as I start to put it away. So that was 160 something pounds, just over 160. I'll give you a very quick overview of what we got. I picked up the car dehumidifier, which was on offer. That was about half price, or was half price, because that would be good in the van, I figured. Picked up some seeds that were about half price. These I got for Lee. They are proteiny things that have less sugar in them. Peanuts for me. These are Lee's lunches at work. So he has rice and then he has curry with it. He has his zero biscuits, which are sugar free. I keep losing all of my trainer socks, don't know why. So I got another pack. They were £6 something. No, £4.50. I'm not doing prices on all of this because it would just take me too long. The crumpets, Lee's jalapeno chili peanuts. I got some ranch dressing because I'm making a Instapot meal tomorrow. And that was one of the ingredients I needed. The burger sauces were on offer, so I got 2 of those. The cereals were on offer. I think it was 2 for £5. So I got Cocoa Pops for Kenzie and the Shreddies, and I got Rice Krispies. Lee likes to have porridge with his skinny syrups, so I got him a big bag of porridge. Wholemeal bread. 2 cans of Prime Energy for Kenzie. Cheesy bakes, chicken stock for this thing that I'm making in the Instapot, hot cross buns, fiery pepperami and normal pepperami, gala slices, mini eggs. These are snacky bits for Kenzie for lunch times. This is going to be part of the meal I'm making. It's like a cheesy, fiery Mexican cheesy chicken dish. That'll be tomorrow's dinner. These were reduced down to 75p. So Lee's going to have one for lunch and Kenzie's going to have one for lunch. This was reduced, so it's going in the freezer. That is a Kirsty's meal. And those are 2 meals for Kenzie to have while I'm working. We're having fajitas for dinner tonight. So we've got wraps, we've got onions and a pepper for the fajitas. I needed some more Power Mop liquid. I needed some more of my herbal essence that I like. We needed more bleach. Kenzie's got some deodorant. These are some of the herbs that I needed those. And I needed oregano, which here we've got oregano that I picked up. And the Cajun is for the fajitas tonight. But the oregano and the parsley is what I need for this meal I'm doing tomorrow. These were reduced down to 22p and 21p for the red onions. They're going in the freezer because they're really good for grabbing if I'm making something and it's like in an Instapot or a slow cooker or something. Those are for the meal tomorrow. These are all greens for the geese. Butter, fiery cheesy blend, that's for the meal tomorrow, and a mature cheddar blend. These are for Lee because they are reduced sugar. We've got some smoothies, some organic milk. This is for the meal tomorrow because it's also got bacon in it. The chicken for the meal tomorrow, and the chicken to cook some chicken and rice for the dogs, and chicken for fajitas as well. Kenzie's little skinny latte I got him. This is my treat. This is Kenzie's treats. He likes those. Creme fraiche and guacamole for the fajitas. And there you go. That's where 160 odd pounds goes these days. I'm definitely noticing the difference in price. Oh no, hold on a minute, I lie. £10 of that was on this, and I can't remember how much those were. £3.50 apparently for those, and £10 something for those.
And don't forget the most expensive things you bought as well.
Couple of bags. Bought a couple of bags.
And scrapers.
Oh yes.
Scrapers, your very expensive scrapers.
My ice scrapers, which I think I've shown you in the video as I was getting them out of the reduced bin. One of them was 10p and one of them was 20p.
20. RAM prices go down a lot over time. Because Brennan spent like £90 on 8 gigabytes, and I spent 120 on 32 gigabytes.
It's now Sunday afternoon. I am dog sitting. It's a beautiful house. 2 beautiful dogs. It's really lovely. There's this lovely garden. I believe he goes behind there as well. I think there's maybe veg beds or something. Goes around this corner over here. Really lovely house. It's like a bungalow, but with, you know, like a slight story. I don't know what they're called. Well, what are they? Where you have a bungalow, but then you have just like a slight attic-y floor. It's not a complete second floor, but it's a converted loft type thing. Anyway, it's really lovely. I'm making myself a cup of tea. I've just done some editing. I'm here till 6:30. Then these lovely puppies are going to go in their crates, and they can do the last little bit of the evening on their own. And I'll be going back. We're going to make fajitas for dinner. I didn't get a chance to check out the Instapot, but I got ingredients for the Instapot for a meal tomorrow. I'm going to do a meal tomorrow in it, so I can have a little play around with the settings. And the meal that I'm doing requires me doing things like sautéing with it, so it's not just the pressure cooking, it's a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to try and record me doing that, and hopefully it'll be a success tomorrow. But I think you'll like it. It's like a Mexican creamy, cheesy chicken. And then we've got some potatoes and stuff we can have with it. So looking forward to giving that a go. And I want to say that the foot machine circulation thing is amazing. Kenzie and I were giggling because he decided to whack it up for its full intensity, and it was making his feet do all sorts of things. I'm going to have to show you, but it gave us the giggles. But I've been using it properly, not electrocuting myself with it. And you can feel it working your muscles. It's a really odd feeling. It's an odd sensation. And I don't know if it's made any difference yet, but it does come with pads as well to use in various other parts. But if nothing else, it's making me sit and relax. And we all know I need a bit of that. So that in itself can't be a bad thing, can it? I'll show you more about it anyway when I get home. But right now, I'm going to eat this Kit Kat that I've started. And I'm going to drink some tea. So I've been reading some comments and I've been editing a video. I'm realising that probably due to fatigue and lack of sleep and what have you, I probably wasn't completely clear about the situation with Timmy and Link. I might have been, I'm just not sure. So I thought it would be a good idea to give you a rundown of where we are in one concise chronological order. So he arrived in the early hours of Thursday morning, 1:30. Everything seemed fine. Obviously, he'd been travelling for 2 days. He did growl at Link a little bit, but I made mistakes in having him on my lap higher than Link rather than having feet on the floor when he was introduced. So I already see that I made that mistake. Both boys are intact. Both boys are from the same litter. So obviously you have those whole litter mate issues. They are brothers, obviously. The intact male thing is going to be an issue to a degree because they're going to have a lot of testosterone. And Link is obviously far more placid. He's a smaller build. Everything's much smaller. His head, his body, you know. Timmy obviously used his dominance to get more food back in, you know, when they were younger, maybe before he was in rescue. I don't know how they fed them in rescue, whether they put the food down or they were all individually fed in their crates. I'm not sure. But Timmy definitely looks like he's had more food, and Link definitely came to us far more skinny, looking like he didn't have that kind of start. And that's exactly what my friend picked up on, who does the dog psychology and behaviour training. So that's the state of play. And what he's done is Timmy has come in as an alpha male from his previous setting, is all we can assume. And he is now trying to be alpha male in our home. And that wouldn't be an issue really if it wasn't for the fact that Link is already here. And we are not going to allow Link to be pushed down the pecking order. So we, as the leaders of the pack, will be stepping in to place Timmy where we want him and to place Link where we want him to be. So the pecking order is us, then Link, and then Timmy. So we're just working with various techniques. At the moment, we are making sure when we walk them that Timmy is always behind Link. on the lead behind, and the person walking them, we don't walk, the same person doesn't walk them. We have 2 people walking, and Link is always in front of Timmy. We do a lot of reward and praise. So even if things like with the lead training, to try and get Timmy to move, first of all, he was just spinning on the spot and refusing to go forward. But by waiting for him, putting slight pressure on the slip collar, kind of holding it, getting it to a point where there's a bit of tension, and then waiting for him to make a step forwards, so then it naturally releases, and then we praise him. We're not dragging him, and it's not aggressive and it's not forceful, it's just firm. So and then we reward. In the house, Timmy only has access to the living room and the garden and the playroom, sometimes the kitchen, if Link is not in the house, but mainly he's only allowed in those rooms, and that's with us around. We don't leave him free reigning. He has to go in the crate if we're not there, and so we spend a lot of time with him, but he does go straight into his crate, and his crate training is fantastic. He's very good in his crate, doesn't howl or bark or anything, and he was barking to start with. We had a little rumble collar on him for the first day and a bit, and that seems to have just stopped him from doing that, so that's worked really well, and he's very good in his crate. If Link comes into the room and we all want to sit together, then Timmy is quiet. Sorry, this is not, I'm dog sitting. Quiet. I'm dog sitting for somebody else at the moment. So yeah, if Link is in the room as well, then we make sure we put Timmy on the slip collar. Hey, enough. We put him on the slip collar. Excuse me one moment. Yes, I was telling you off. I'm not telling you off. You weren't doing anything. So yeah, we put Timmy on the slip collar. We make sure he doesn't go on the sofa now, because if he went on the sofa for just 2 minutes, he suddenly thought he was all that again and a bag of potato chips. So yeah, we just put him down a peg or 2 by keeping him 4 feet on the floor. Could you be gentle? And I think that's kind of where we're at the moment. My friend was going to come over tonight, but I forgot I was dog sitting these guys. So she's going to come over tomorrow evening, see where we're at, and then give us some more things to work on. We are feeding both dogs in their crates, because we're crate training Link at the same time, because he's terrible in his crate. Link's crate is up in Kenzie's room. Timmy's crate is downstairs in the living room. And we're just... we're also stepping in front. So if we see him fixate on Link, or if he growls, through the bars or what have you, when Link is walking through the house, then we step in and we become sort of that leader dog that would come in and go, you are not above that dog, which is what the pack leader would do. The pack leader would come in and position the other dogs where he wants them or she wants them to be in the pack order. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're doing. And I hope that's a little bit clearer. And then tomorrow, when my friend's been over, I will let you know. That'll be Monday night, but obviously won't be Monday night's video when you see this. But that will give you a few more ideas of what we're doing and what she feels, how we're doing and what have you. And there's definitely a bit of food aggression there as well. Food is a real trigger. So we're avoiding any sort of food. I do give them treats together. They sit next to each other, and I do one and I do the other, but anything else like that, bones and stuff like that, I'm keeping very separate. And we've had it over a toy as well. There was a little bit of aggression over a toy. So there's kind of that possessive nature as well. And I do feel like potentially that could then transfer onto us as well. So he could start to try and hold us as a possession, which would obviously be him trying to be more dominant on us. And so, yeah, we're not going to allow that to happen either. But that was just a recap for you.
All over the place. Happy faces.
Are you ready? I'm back home and Lee has cooked us lovely fajitas for dinner. But we made a boo-boo, didn't we, dear?
Yeah, the coleslaw.
We forgot the coleslaw. So, oops. Oh well. Link really wants to play. And Timmy wants to play, but Timmy sort of takes it just a little bit too far. I've been running with him on the lead so he can play with Link. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I just found something. He found a scent then, didn't he?